Wonderful day at the Columbus Zoo Aquarium. Oh, well, my name is Katie.
And I'm also Katie.
And welcome to our Birds of a Feather show. This guy is Lurch, and Lurch is a North American turkey vulture. Now, we see these animals a lot of times flying way up in the sky, circling around. Now, this bird is one of the very few birds that has an excellent sense of smell. So when they're flying around, they are actually smelling for all kinds of food. And they don't like to eat things that we like to eat. In fact, he loves to eat the dead, rotting carcasses on the side of the road, which is really, really gross, but it's also a very important job for an animal to have here in Ohio to help keep our roadways clean and to keep disease out of wild bird populations. Now, he is definitely a pretty cool bird and an awesome garbage man with an important job. So thank you, Lurch.
Such an amazing animal. But you know what?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bird is the word. And word has it that our next bird is kind of a Columbus Zoo star, so I'm told. And the reason why is it's because our great friend Iago is a scarlet macaw. And scarlet macaws are amazing. They live in South America. How many of you have seen the movie Rio before, where there's a bunch of colorful birds? Yeah, a lot of you guys. So you can see that this scarlet macaw has a bunch of bright colors too. And the reason why they have those bright colors is because they live in the rainforest. And in the rainforest, there's a bunch of bright fruit that hangs from the trees. And those guys with those bright colors on their feathers actually help them blend into their surroundings. And when they're living in those rainforests, they actually get around by flight, like you can see Iago doing just now. It's really incredible. So Iago has those 2 feet, those zygodactyl feet, which they use to actually hang on to branches and things like that. And when it's time for them to go, they'll eat up their food, and they'll actually poop that food out to spread those seeds once again in the rainforest to help those new plants grow. Thanks, Iago.
Thank you, guys. Now, Iago had some awesome red coloring on him, but our next friend has awesome red. You guys can see him showing off those legs now. Now, of course, you guys can see where he gets that name, red-legged Sariyama. But they love to eat little things like mice and rodents and even snakes and lizards, just like this one. Now, Kevin has a very special way that he hunts, and I don't think that's food, Kevin. He has a very special way that he hunts. He will actually stalk the grasslands using those tall legs and look for a lizard or a rodent basking on a rock, and then he'll take it over to his favorite rock and give it a nice big slam just like that. Now, it looks pretty silly, but it's actually really important for him because as he is slamming that lizard on that rock, he is, number 1, killing that animal, and number 2, he is turning it into lizard jello. Now, we like to eat jello, but do any of you guys want to have lizard jello for lunch? No, I wouldn't want to have lizard jello for lunch either. But for them, it is a tasty snack. Now, after he turns into lizard jello, if he can't swallow it whole, he'll use the big talons on his feet and that nice, strong, and sharp beak of his to rip apart that meat and have a nice snack. So, definitely a great natural behavior. And thank you, Kevin, for coming out here to see us. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. So you guys met Kevin. He is pretty cool, but how we train these animals is we do a lot of, whoa, Mackenzie, we're in the middle of a show. No, come out, it's okay.
Do you guys want to see an alligator?
Yeah, alligators are cool, right? And they actually have an amazing story that goes with them. So this is a baby American alligator, and they will grow to be about 9 feet long if they're a female and 15 feet long if they are a male, which is about the size of 2 of those benches put together, which is pretty big. But believe it or not, once upon a time, these alligators used to be endangered in the 60s. And it's really sad because, you know, on the endangered species list, it means that they're often going to go extinct. But we realized that we were the problem, and we changed our ways by cleaning up the waterways where these alligators lived. And we decided that gator boots were no longer in style. So we saved these gators in the 80s, and they were removed from that endangered species list. So that was a pretty incredible story for what people did. But remember, Mackenzie, bird shows at 3 o'clock.
We'll get her a watch next time, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Well, our next animal that we're going to bring out, like I was saying, we do a bunch of training here at the zoo. We do something called positive reinforcement. And what we do is we train an animal to do a specific behavior, and when they do that behavior, we reward them with that, with their favorite treat. So they do something we like, we give them something they like. And our next friend is Melvin. Melvin is a domestic duck. And we'll see if Melvin will come out this side door here. You can see, there she comes. She's got a cute little tail. She hops into this pool. We train her to hop in. And we train her to touch her little beak to this rock here, and we'll see if she'll do it. Once she does, we give her her favorite food, duck cereal. And she knows that when she touches her beak to that rock, she gets her favorite snack, and then she'll hop out of the pool and go right in that door over there. Pretty cute. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Now, the most important thing about doing training is repetition and doing this behavior over and over again. Do I have anyone here that might want to be a duck trainer today? Yeah, I saw your hand come right up. You can come right up here. What's your name? Anna. Hi, Anna. Now we got to face our audience and wave to everyone because we are our famous duck trainer today. So I'm going to give you this duck cereal here in your hand. So you saw what we did, right? We saw our friend come out here and touch her little beak to this rock, okay? So we're going to keep an eye on that rock, and we're going to call her out. When she does come out, we're going to give her all of that food, okay? All right, awesome. You ready for her? All right, let's say, come on out, Melvin. All right, let's see her come out. She's usually a little bit faster the second time around. Here she comes. Let's take a look in this little pool here. Did she touch it? Yep, she did. Now throw all that food in. Awesome. And we're going to stay up here and watch her, make sure she eats all of that food because it's important that she gets all of that reward. Yes. And then we're going to wave to her goodbye. Bye, Melvin. And watch her hop out of that pool and hop on inside. Stay up here. So we've actually got to give a big bow to the audience because we did a great job. And because you were so great today, I'm going to give you a conservation pin, which we have here at the zoo that we sell for $2 at the end of the show. But because you were so great, you get it for free. Pretty awesome. Everyone give a big round of applause for Anna here. Thank you so much.
Anna definitely did a great job. You know, we can't talk about bird conservation without meeting Sammy and Wahoo. They are African black-footed penguins. And in fact, this is an endangered species that those conservation pins go to help support in the wild. Now, of course, being an African black-footed penguin, these two live on the southern warm, rocky coast of Africa. And of the 17 species of penguin, more than half of them live in warm weather, but it doesn't matter where you live as a penguin, you have to be excellent at swimming. And these two, of course, are showing off all of those awesome adaptations that allow them to be excellent swimmers. They can swim up to 20 miles an hour, and they do that to eat up to 25 different species of fish. They aren't very picky. But when they are swimming in those cold waters, they have to have nice wings that don't help them fly through the air, but do help them fly through the water. And they'll spend the majority of their day in the water, but at the end of the day, they have to be able to go home. And they don't have a nice sandy beach to coast up onto. They actually only have the rocky coast of South Africa to hop home on. That's your cue to hop, guys. So they are actually excellent hoppers, and that is how they would go home for the night. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you.
They are so cool. But you know what? We flew all around the world today to see birds of a different feather from all over different parts of the continents, all over the world. But it's time for us to see someone that lives right here in our own backyard here in Ohio. And this is a screech owl, and his name is Sheldon. And I know at first glance, a lot of you take one look at this guy and go, oh, a baby owl, it's so cute. But he is actually full grown. They are one of the world's smallest types of owls, which is so adorable. And they are nocturnal, so they live around at night, coming out and eating all sorts of mice that they can find. But we can actually get these guys as neighbors, which is super cool. So when our show is over, we guys will invite you to come up and get a nest box plan so you guys can actually build your own nest box and have these neighbors in your backyard and see them all the time, which is so cool.
It is a very cool idea, and nest box plans are a wonderful way to help support birds in your backyard. But if you want to help us support birds across the world, you guys should stick around to meet Kramer. And Kramer is a blue and gold macaw, and they're found in the rainforest of South America. Now, Kramer here at the zoo has a very, very important job. She is helping us to save birds, and she does that by taking donations right from you and then she'll take it from you and stick it right there in her box. Now, 100% of whatever you donate will go straight to helping birds across the world. But if you donate $2, you'll get a bird conservation pin just like our volunteer guy. Now, our world wouldn't be the same without the beautiful birds that live in it and the important jobs that they do. And it's actually our responsibility to help them soar into the future. Hopefully we'll see you up here after the show. If not, fly away and have a great day at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Bye. Thank you.